Good morning, friends. The time is, well, it is 10:38 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the, what day is it? It's the 16th of May, 2025. Now, of course, that is the 17th. For my friends on the other side of the planet, it's Friday for us, but it's Saturday for them. Hello, Melbourne. Sorry, guys. My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started the group. Well, I thought it was funny. The group's so funny that I started it twice, my friends. That's right. And boy, am I glad that I did that. If I didn't do that, we probably wouldn't have any group right now, friends. But we do. And you, my friends, are you. And I know you're awesome because these groups were nothing until you came here and made them awesome. So therefore, it must follow that you're awesome. Thank you so very much, folks, for making us the amazing groups that we are. We've got so many people in these groups. I like to call us the funniest city on the internet. Population, you and I, my friends. Funny people in a funny place. And boy, do we make people laugh. We are so good at it too, my friends. And thank you for that. My whole plan, pretty much throughout my life, was try to make people laugh. And with these groups that we've created, we're doing it. You've made it possible for me, friends. So thank you. Thank you so very much. So, my friends, what are you up to today? I got to tell you, I don't have a lot of motivation today. This is the fourth day, maybe fifth day of gray weather, cloudy, looks like it's going to rain. It's chillier than it should be, and it's just making me drag my butt today. It's finally caught up, and I am so sorry. You deserve a much better video than you're going to get today. We are going to kind of rush through this one. I've only got one featured post, but I do have the jokes, my friends, and I think they're pretty good today, despite being called bad jokes. So we're going to make it through this video. I'm going to do my best, and I do apologize that it's a little truncated. You folks deserve the best because you made us the best, and I'm only giving you the minimum today. We're going to fix that tomorrow, I promise. So as I said, I'm not very motivated, but I do have some plans. What are the plans? Do nothing. Pretty much do nothing after I finish editing this video and recording the video. Now, yesterday, after we did the video, after I finished the video and everything, which did take a while, my friend Mitch and I, who's also one of our mods, he does great work, my friends. My friend Mitch and I, that's Mitch Laird, we decided to do the loop, or I call the loop, which is we've got like 4 big thrift stores near here. We've got 2 Goodwills and 2 Value Villages, so it's kind of a loop. So we do this loop, we hit one, hit the other one, go to the other 2, and then we come back. And I was kind of successful yesterday. I mean, I did buy a couple of things. I bought Kinect for the Xbox One. If you're a gamer, you might know what I'm talking about. And it's not supported by the latest Xboxes. I don't have an Xbox One. I'm going to get one because they're selling for about $50. I don't need one. I have an Xbox Series X. So it's a waste of time, and it's a waste of time and money. But sometimes I do that when it comes to video games. So I picked that up for really cheap. I also picked up a great movie from Goodwill, and that movie is Phantom of the Opera with Claude Rains. It's not my favorite version with Lon Chaney, but it's still a pretty good version, and I got it for cheap, and it was still sealed, never opened, so that's kind of cool. And then after we did that loop, I did stop by Walmart because I had to do a little bit of shopping there, and I picked up a couple of movies there. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I can only remember what one of them is right now, and that's Nosferatu, the new version of Nosferatu. And these are on 4K, these ones I'm looking forward to. I can't remember what the second one is at the moment, and that's because my brain is kind of mush right now, so I apologize, friends. But that's what I did yesterday. And you know, I also heard from Michelle Finnerty. She left a comment on yesterday's video. She said yesterday she was going to be hanging out with the husband because they've both been busy lately. They were going to spend some quality time. They weren't sure what they were doing for dinner, but they were watching a Jason Statham movie, The Beekeeper. Now, I've never heard of this movie. I do like Jason Statham movies. I like the action in his movies. And you know, I really like that style of martial arts that he does with ropes and stuff like that. It's kind of neat. Not sure what it's called. I guess I could do some research. But that sounds like a great evening, Michelle. Thank you so very much for sharing that. I also heard from Rose Glad. And Rose Glad says, no painting yesterday. And Thursday is painting night. That's the day you paint, folks. But yesterday she was going to skip the painting, but she was knitting. So, and if you ever seen any of Rose's knitting, she's an amazing artist, and her knitting is crazy good. And I'm sure we'll see a picture in the next little bit because she shares a lot of her stuff with us. And you know, folks, I want to hear about your days too. I love the fact that I heard from Rose. I love the fact that I heard from Michelle, and I want to hear from you. Talk about your day. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. So leave a comment on this video. doesn't have to be, you don't have to go into any detail if you want, but you can if you want. And if you'd like to share a photo, we'd love that, but you don't have to share a photo. We'd just be happy if you shared anything, my friends. We want to hear from you. I got a great post that I want to share with you today. It's a great meme from Jeremy McCormack. This is where I usually share two great posts from two great folks like you. We're just doing one today, folks. I'll do two tomorrow. Maybe I'll do three to make up for the lack of one today. But we do have a good one. And I want to say thank you to Jeremy McCormack, for making so many people laugh. I'm going to bring up your post right now, Jeremy. I love this meme format. I know it's getting tired. I don't care. I love the format, but I love the content of the meme format, the meme today. This made me laugh. I was around for the Y2K scare. So were most of you folks. And it turned out to be mostly nothing, but at the same, it was something. We expected it to be something. Well, we're still surviving today. I love this. Jeremy, thank you very much for making me laugh. And as I said earlier, thank you for making a bunch of people laugh, because it is hilarious. And tomorrow, my friends, I'm going to put more effort. Maybe we'll do three, because to make up for the lack of two today. So thanks, Jeremy. Thank you to everybody for your posts. It's these funny posts that makes us amazing, and it's these funny posts that makes people want to be here, and people wanting to be here is the reason why we're over 740,000 members, folks. So thank you for being awesome, and thanks for making people laugh. Where the heck am I, eh? Now, this is a question I ask myself all the time. Where am I? Where am I geographically? Where am I in time and space? I'll tell you, let's go through it. We started off, and I told you what time it was on my side of the world. And once again, I'm so sorry for starting this late, my friends. And then I told you what the date was on my side of the world. And on the other side of the world, where my friends in the Gold Coast live. As well as my friends in Melbourne. Hello, Jody Roberts. I got a good friend just outside of Sydney, too. Hello, Paul Daly. Hello to everybody is what I meant to say at the beginning there, greeting everybody. And then I talked about my day yesterday a little bit, and today a little bit. No real plans today. I'm so sorry, so lazy. But then we also talked about Michelle Finnerty's day yesterday, and we talked about Rose Glad's day yesterday. More exciting than my day. Then I implored you to comment on this video and tell me about your day. Come on, give me something to talk about tomorrow. It's going to be interesting anyways. So we did that. And then I think we got to here. And when I get to here, and I get everything all worked out, what's going on, what I've done and everything, I usually decide that it's time to go to the bad jokes. What sounds like a sneeze, but is made out of leather? A shoe. What do you call a can opener that doesn't work? A can't opener. What's a pirate's favorite letter? Well, you'd think it's the R, but it's really the C. Every time you clog a toilet, you've exceeded somebody's expectations. Why did the roofer go to the doctor? Because he had shingles. I wanted to take a bath, but I decided to leave it where it was. What's a zebra? Well, I'll tell you one thing, it's way bigger than an A-bra. Did you hear about the broken guitar for sale? It comes with no strings attached. Most people are afraid of heights. I'm afraid of widths. Why don't you ever see a headline like, "Psychic wins the lottery"? Every day I thank you for liking those jokes or laughing at those jokes, and today's no different. Thank you for coming back for the jokes. Thank you for laughing at the jokes. And you know what? Thank you to my friend Dave for sending me a bunch of jokes. The first 6 jokes today were all from my friend Dave. And I'm glad that I can call him my friend. That's Dave Knapp, my friends. And he provided, like I said, 6 of the 10 jokes today. The other 4, well, one of the other ones, most people are afraid of heights, but I'm afraid of widths. That one's from Steven Wright, the great comedian, one of my favorites, actually. And the other ones were just from the ether, my friends. Just found them floating out in the ether. If you happen to know where any of those come from, don't hesitate to let me know in a comment on this video, and I'll update the notes, because I don't steal jokes, not on purpose at least. And speaking of jokes, I want to tell your jokes. That's right. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, and if I use your joke, I promise you, I'm giving you credit for it. I said I don't steal jokes, and I mean it, my friends. And right before you send that joke, why don't you pause for a moment to record yourself telling one of those jokes? That's right. You pick up your phone, you turn on the camera app, you make sure that front-facing camera is on so you see your beautiful face. You hit video, you hit record, you tell your joke to your phone. When you're done, you hit share, and you share that to that same email address that I'm asking to send your jokes to. Jokes at wellitheughtitwasfunny.com. One of these days, you're going to click play. We're going to get to the joke segment. I'm going to say, folks, here's the joke segment. And there's going to be you telling a joke. Wouldn't that be awesome? Damn straight it's going to be awesome. Let's do it, my friends. Send your jokes and send those recordings of you telling your jokes to jokes at wellitheughtitwasfunny.com. You know what you should do? You should do me a favor. That's right. You owe me nothing, but you should still do me a favor. What's that favor? Number one, try to make somebody laugh if you get a chance today and if it's appropriate. And number two, make sure that you laugh. You're as important as anyone else. You deserve to be happy and you deserve to laugh. Find something that makes you laugh, and if it's really funny, share it in the group and tag me in it in the comments. And Glee, this is what made me laugh. I want to hear about it. I want to talk about it. You know, we've got a store and we've got some great products, and I hope you're interested in them. So I'm going to play this little blurb about our store, and we're going to be right back, my friends. Real quick. Well, I Thought It Was Funny has a store, my friends. We've got a great store. We've got hoodies, as you can see. I'm wearing one right now. We've got t-shirts. We've got coffee cups. You see me flashing these around all the time. We've got a to-go cup, a 25-ounce to-go cup. It looks great. Keep your hot beverages hot, your cold beverages cold, and represent Dorothy the cow at the same time. Woo! Yeah! Take a look at our shirts and our hoodies, because I'm only wearing one hoodie, but we've got that 3/4 sleeve rock shirt, baby. We've got that t-shirt. The t-shirt's great quality. The rock shirt's great quality. The hoodies are great quality. Look at that. And they all come in multiple colors. And this is not some cheesy iron-on. This is a proper print. I've washed this. I've washed my shirts more than 50 times. They still look fantastic. This has not faded at all. And you know what? When you're out and about wearing these, wearing the shirts with the hoodies, people ask you. They absolutely ask you, what's it about? Because people find it funny. People like cows. People like funny stuff. People like cows finding things funny. So people ask you about it. And I've got several people to join by scanning the QR code that's in the bottom corner of the graphic here. It's awesome. I was grabbing a 6-pack of beer for a friend of mine a few days ago. And the lady, she's, oh my gosh, I love that. I told her about it. And I said, oh, you can just scan this here. She didn't know I was talking about QR codes. But she wrote down, wellitheughtitwasfunny.com. She messaged me later on in the day and said, I love the group. I joined. That's how you represent, my friends. This stuff looks great, as you can tell. It looks fantastic. But you know what? It's going to look even better on you. I am the cheesiest salesman when it comes to selling my stuff, my friends. But I honestly stand behind it. I really do. It's great quality products. They look good, and I'm not making up that story. People really do ask about it when you're out and about, and you'll be helping us out too at the same time. So if you want to help us out and you want to look good at the same time and represent, check out our store at store.wellitheughtitwasfunny.com. That's store.wellitheughtitwasfunny.com. We have a clickable link up in the notes for the video too, my friends. Check it out. I'm sure you'll find something you like. And if you do, I want to see a picture of you. I want to see a picture of you in your shirt or with your coffee cup or with your tote bag. In fact, there's my buddy Mitch with his coffee cup he just got. There's my buddy Corey Buckner of collections.com. That's with an X, with his coffee cup. Hey, look over here. There's Michelle Finnerty in her 3/4 sleeve rock shirt. And look over here. There's Rose Glad with her awesome tote bag. And Rose Glad gave us the best endorsement ever. She says, not only is that tote bag great for groceries and books, it's fantastic for hauling around your rubber chickens, my friends. Awesome stuff, Rose. Folks, check out this store. Thank you for watching that little commercial or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, I really do hope you check out our store. Hope you do grab a t-shirt or a coffee cup or something like that. And if you do, don't forget, we want to see a photo of you with your coffee cup, your t-shirt, that sticker, whatever it might be. Send in a photo. We'd love to see it, my friends. It's time to wrap up the video. I promise I'm going to give you a better video tomorrow. And I will. I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to get a better video tomorrow. But let's repeat something. almost 745,000 members between our groups. We might even be there right now. And that's amazing. But we wouldn't have 745,000 people wanting to be part of this group if it wasn't funny. And we're funny because of you, my friends. And that's why we've grown like this. It's because you keep sharing the funny. We've had some real ups and downs with this group, especially losing the group back on February 21st. We got it back April 1st. Thank you very much to a certain person who helped us, who asked me not to mention their name. I'm not going to. But we really, really appreciate the fact that you folks hung around. You folks started coming back once we took control of the group again, that group again. So you know what? It's been amazing. It's going to be amazing. We're kind of on that race for 1 million. I may have jinxed myself, but I don't even believe in jinx. But you know, I had my fingers crossed when I said it, just to make other people happy. You folks make us great. And I got to say thank you. I'm going to be back again tomorrow. I promise you that. And I know I'm going to have a certain group that are going to be here again tomorrow. I hope I get some new people in here too. But even if I don't, we've got the greatest group in the world. We've got the funniest city in the world. It's a great group, and it's a great group because of you, my friends. Going to be back again tomorrow. See you tomorrow. All the love, my friends.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.